So I was given the script. I read the script, and I dug it. And I saw Dewayne Perkins wrote it, and I remember hearing about the sketch being amazing, and that got me interested damn near immediately. So when I saw the cast that was attached, X and Sinqua, and Melvin, Dewayne, Grace, Antoinette, I was like, yeah, I would love to work with these folks. They seem like such a cool group of people to, share a screen with. So I'm glad I said yes, because it turned out to be one of my favorite experiences filming a movie. I've always been interested in playing a character like Clifton. He's someone I've just been curious to kind of portray. And giving that opportunity to play this sort of person is, it's exciting to me. And I think everyone sort of feels that way about their characters individually. We talk about just what we want out of not just our careers, but our lives. And I feel like that fuels a lot of what is so unique to us about this particular project. We are so comfortable with each other. The chemistry is so great that we feel like the improv, it just came naturally. It just happens. It just happened organically. We have a group text. That helped a lot. The group text helped a lot with the chemistry, and everyone's so damn down to earth, so that helped too. But when you have good chemistry, you can rely on improv at that point. And I think when you have such a strong foundation in the script, you can go anywhere, just as long as Tim brings us back home to what the scene's sort of point is, or what the message we have to get out with each piece of dialogue. Like, there's a domino effect with every line. You can't say this without affecting that, and Tim knows that. So he's a great leader when it comes to honing us back. Like, I'll have ideas, and they'll be my ideas. They're Jermaine ideas, and Tim will look at it, wait, and I see his gears turning and going, all right, when you say that, it affects that. Let's try it, but then we have to address that later, when we get there. He's a great director. This movie speaks to us in different ways. Individually, I think we all have a reason for doing the movie, from the characters to the message. And I can tell you what mine was. I've always felt like this movie just kind of, each character sort of represents a different spectrum of blackness. You have the biracial girl, you got an immigrant, you got gay man, and you got a guy in Clifton who was always been told he wasn't black enough, or was a nerd. And I think this movie brings up a really good question in, what is blackness? Who's to say what is black and what is not? And when I read the script, I really heard the message, man. And it's just like so well done. Just didn't surprise me, because I know a lot of people like Clifton. I grew up around a lot of people like Clifton. I hear Clifton when he speaks, and that was my job, is to make the character endearing enough that you hear him, that you're listening to what he's saying. And even in the mannerisms, for me, I wanted to do the less is more approach. In fact, I told Tim I don't even want a lot of lines in the movie. I kind of wanted to be in the background. And the guys in Outcast, and Outcasts they have this neurosis about them that is, you don't really, they don't really notice Clifton's there until he interjects something. And they're like, oh, you're here? And that's what I wanted to embody.